Our next presenter is Sarah Krinsky, the story of collaborating and building a sense of community.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm really excited to be here. This is actually my first PechaKucha Night, and so I definitely have the PechaKucha jitters, so bear with me. But again, I'm really excited to share this story with all of you, so let's get it started. So in May of 2019, my husband Aaron and I moved to Bennington, Vermont. We had just finished grad school in Syracuse, and we knew little to nothing about the southern region of Vermont, but a friend of ours lured us here, and we felt pretty prepared to move to Vermont given our Birkenstocks, our Subaru Forester, and our bikes. So we were told we were ready to go. About a weekend, we're both avid outdoors people, and so we signed up for the Bennington Battlefield Celebration 5K. It really brought us a good sense of community. We wanted to be in a place where we could set some roots for ourselves, and anytime you're in a marathon, there's already that sense of excitement, adrenaline, and community. We couldn't wait for the winter season as snowboarders, and even though we vowed to never put skis on, we quickly found ourselves getting lost and immersed in the woods and cross-country skiing right at Prospect Mountain. But as a New Yorker, I feel like when you move to a small town, you always want to do more and stay busy, and so I turned a passion of mine, which was collecting vintage clothing, into a business. So I rented a booth at Camelot Village in Bennington, where 100 vendors and myself shared this shaggy green carpet, probably from the 60s. And I got to put together my curated collection of vintage clothing. But again, it was all about kind of finding this sense of community, and I found that with some other hoarders. Oh, wow, that's pixelated. Okay. So I wanted to get the word out there about my business, and I joined the Jamaica Farmers Market. It was there that I really connected and bonded with some other fellow women vendors and artisans, and we found ways to collaborate. So fast forward a couple of months, my now business partner, Brie Magnifico, we collaborated on a series of candles. She owns a lifestyle brand, and we both had ties to the city, fashion, and retail, and we thought, why not? Let's combine what I do with vintage, take some vintage vessels, and pour candles into them. Fast forward again, we went through a whole pandemic, and we started talking about the conversations that I had with the small women business owners that I met at the market. And we all wanted to basically share a storefront, but we knew the cost was going to be outrageous. So we were fortunate enough to find a space and pitch what we call W Collective. So W Collective essentially is a community of women plus vendors. It's all inclusive. And all we do is share a space together, and we uplift one another. So again, it was really finding these different ways to create different senses of communities and start laying the groundwork for setting roots in Bennington. And truly the backbone of W Collective are all of the vendors that we were able to bring together in our community. So many of them being local in Vermont, many of them being transplants from New Mexico, from Queens, really from all over, and providing them with a sense of getting to share the product that they carry and also have it in our store and share it with our community. And so we knew this was going to be something different in Bennington, something that had never been done before. And we really wanted to tell our community what we were doing. So it wasn't just about housing vintage clothing or home decor, but really bringing more sustainable and ethically made products, as well as providing a really fun atmosphere. So this is a picture that's near and dear to my heart because this really felt like a time where our community came alive. We had so many people that attended our soft opening on July 9th of 2021. And it just felt so different from anything we had experienced. Of course, it was post-pandemic, so there was also a celebration of getting together. And we expanded W Collective by welcoming our coffee roasters, another way to encourage more people in our community to get to know what we were doing. So we partnered with 1A Coffee Roasters in Wilmington, Vermont, who are working on being the first certified bee coffee roasters in the state of Vermont. So we wanted our focus not to just only be about having a space for vendors, but also for other future partners and collaborations. We continued to spread the word and went on EQX, a station that we both loved nearly, and so we got the word out to more of Southern Vermont, and through the Sunday Brunch series with Joy, we were able to spread that word. And we didn't only just want to stick to retail, we really wanted to provide more community service, something that we felt we needed because we had moved from the city, and we wanted more events and more things for the people in our community to participate in. So everything from creative wellness journaling to quilting to highlighting women winemakers, and finally, bridging connection with Bennington College. So for many years, there had always been a little bit of a separation between the college and downtown, and so we started a student artist series with visual and performing artist students. And so for a whole month, students can display their artwork at the shop, have a grand opening ceremony, and then receive 100% of the profit. And I know for Bree, as an alumna of Bennington College, it was a really significant moment in her life, and also for me, because I work at the college as well. It felt so incredible to be able to once again pull together our community that had once felt kind of separated, but now was starting to come together. In January of 2021, just a couple of months of opening, we were recognized by our community as young professionals in business. Again, it felt really nice not only to be recognized, but just feel the support that we not only felt from our friends and family, but from the community that we were working so hard. And then recently, in June of 2022, I had the opportunity to continue to spread the message about W Collective and everything that we've been passionate and working on at the Vermont Womenpreneur Summit, Mother of Invention. And again, it was another opportunity to connect and be inspired by so many other women business owners and to see their passion. This past July, it's almost 2 months now, we celebrated 1 year, which felt like such an incredible milestone, having started our business at the sort of tail end of the pandemic, but also through all of the ups and downs that we had experienced working full-time while continuing this passion project, but finally getting our business open to 6 days a week. So I end this story because it's still continuing, but every night when I sort of close the door and I see our big W, it really puts an impact on all of the ways that I've been able to find a purpose in Vermont and also continue to build community, which is an ongoing project, and I just look forward to the future.